Your brain is weirder than you think. Seriously, if your brain were a roommate, you'd have kicked it out years ago. It makes you forget birthdays, invents nightmares where you're late for an exam you didn't even sign up for, and occasionally convinces you that your phone just vibrated when it didn't. Congratulations, you live inside the most glitchy, haunted computer ever made, and you can't even trade it in for a newer model. But here's the wild part. Scientists still don't fully understand some of your brain's dumbest tricks. We're talking déjà vu, hallucinations, and why your own voice sounds like a dying kazoo on recording. The stuff that sounds fake but is unfortunately very real. So today we're counting down 8 unsolved psychological and scientific mysteries. Some will creep you out, some will make you laugh, and some will make you realize your brain is basically a drunk scientist trapped in a haunted house. Here we go.
Day 8. Déjà vu era. You're walking into a room, and boom, you've been here before. Except you haven't. Unless your entire life is a poorly written Netflix reboot, déjà vu is your brain serving leftovers and pretending it's fine dining. Scientists still argue about why this happens. Maybe it's a memory misfire, maybe your brain is lagging like bad Wi-Fi. The creepy part? Most of the time, it only lasts a few seconds, just long enough for you to question reality and then move on like nothing happened. The truth is, déjà vu is basically your brain hitting copy-paste at the worst possible time. Imagine if your GPS just kept rerouting you to the same cul-de-sac. That's déjà vu, except it's your neurons doing it. So no, you're not psychic. You're just glitchy. Congratulations, you're living proof that your brain is running Windows 95. Day 7. The demon on your chest. Sleep paralysis. Picture this. You wake up, but you can't move. Your eyes are open, your brain is screaming, and then boom, shadowy figures at the foot of your bed. Welcome to sleep paralysis, the night terror that's been haunting humans forever. In medieval times, people thought it was demons. In Japan, it was a vengeful ghost. Today, it's just your body forgetting to turn the paralysis switch off when you wake up. Scientists know it's connected to REM sleep, but why the hallucinations? Why the demons, the witches, the faceless man breathing in your ear? Nobody knows. It's like your brain said, hey, you're paralyzed. Let's add some jump scares for fun. So yeah, sleep paralysis is basically your body cosplaying as a horror movie. Sweet dreams.
Day 6. The Mandela effect. You swear you remember it one way. Berenstain Bears, right? Nope, it's Berenstain. Darth Vader saying, "Luke, I am your father." Nope, he didn't. The Mandela effect is the glitch where groups of people share the same false memory, and it makes everyone feel like they just woke up in a parallel universe. Theories range from memory contamination to, let's be honest, our brains just being bad at storage. Your memory isn't a hard drive. It's a drunk painter making copies of copies. By the time you remember something, you're basically looking at a photocopy of a crayon drawing. So when millions of people swear they saw something that never happened, that's not proof of alternate timelines, that's proof we're all running on the same buggy operating system.
Day 5. Why you hate your own voice. Ever hear a recording of yourself and think, who let a dying clarinet speak on my behalf? That's your voice. And yes, everyone else hears you like that. You only hate it because inside your skull, your voice sounds richer and deeper, like Morgan Freeman after a glass of whiskey. But through a microphone? Nope. The resonance disappears. What you're left with is the raw, nasal truth. And your brain hates it because it doesn't match the self-image you've built. Scientists call this voice confrontation. You call it delete that voicemail immediately. So don't worry, you don't actually sound worse than everyone else. You're just the only one surprised by the truth.
Day 4. Epidemics of laughter and other mass hysteria. Imagine this. One girl starts laughing in class, then another, then the whole school can't stop. This actually happened in Tanzania in 1962, a laughter epidemic that lasted months. Similar outbreaks have included fainting, dancing, and even meowing. Yes, meowing. Scientists call this mass psychogenic illness, where stress spreads through groups like a virus, except instead of coughing, it's giggling until your abs hurt. No germs, no toxins, just pure psychological contagion. It's your brain's way of saying, if everyone's losing it, I might as well join. So if you ever start laughing uncontrollably with no idea why, congrats, you might be patient zero in the world's dumbest pandemic.
Day 3. Face blindness. You wave at your best friend, except it's not your best friend. It's a stranger who now thinks you're very friendly or very weird. Welcome to prosopagnosia, or face blindness, where your brain simply refuses to recognize faces. Some people are born with it, others develop it after brain injury. The weird part? They can still recognize voices, clothes, even how someone walks, just not the face, which makes social life awkward. Imagine dating someone for months and still needing context clues like, "Oh yeah, that's my girlfriend. She's holding my coffee." Face blindness proves your brain isn't taking photographs of people. It's more like scribbling a sketch and then throwing the sketch away. Efficient? Maybe. Socially terrifying? Absolutely. Day 2. The dream chaser. You've had the dream. You're running. Someone's chasing you. Your legs feel like concrete. Classic nightmare. But here's the plot twist. No one dreams about filing taxes or paying rent. Nightmares love drama, not paperwork. Scientists still don't know why so many dreams feature the same themes: falling, being chased, showing up to school naked. Maybe it's evolutionary fear rehearsals. Or maybe your brain just likes free horror movies. Either way, dream logic never includes boring stuff. You'll never wake up screaming, "Oh no, I didn't send that email." So yes, your subconscious is more interested in cheap thriller tropes than your real-life responsibilities. Thanks, brain. Day 1. The pain of others. You stub your toe? I wince. I see someone slice their finger? My hand tingles. This is empathy, but it's so physical it almost hurts. Neuroscientists blame mirror neurons, brain cells that fire when you do something and when you see someone else do it. But here's the mystery. Why should my brain simulate your pain? I gain nothing. Evolutionarily, this makes sense for cooperation, but sometimes it goes too far. Like when you gag just watching someone else gag. Thanks, mirror neurons. Very cool. So the next time you feel someone else's pain, just remember, your brain is a dramatic actor, auditioning for a role it didn't get. And there you have it, 8 unsolved mysteries proving your brain is less of a reliable machine and more of a haunted funhouse run by a drunk scientist. Deja vu, sleep demons, mass hysteria, none of this should make sense. But here you are, surviving it daily. So yes, your brain is weird. But maybe that's what makes you human. Or maybe it's what makes you the punchline in the universe's longest-running comedy sketch. Either way, you're stuck with it. Which of these mysteries freaks you out the most? Drop it in the comments. That's it for today. I'll be making similar videos in the future, so hit subscribe if you want to keep laughing at the weirdest science your brain has to offer.